Welcome, Virgo. Thank you for taking the opportunity to view this video. This is Carolyn with Intuitive Enlightenment. Welcome you back, all my subscribers, viewers, and cross-watchers. This is going to be for Virgo Sun, Moon, and Rising, and Venus. It is going to be from the January 1st to the 15th. If this is catching you after the holidays, happy holidays and happy New Year if it's after the 1st of January. I want to thank you guys, all my subscribers, viewers, and cross-watchers for taking the time to view my videos, liking and sharing and subscribing, okay? This is going to be for entertainment purposes only, so this is not for any kind of professional or legal advice, okay? So if you're looking for that, please seek a professional for help, okay? If you're interested in a personal reading, please check down in the description box below the video so that you can go ahead and get my email. Send me an email. We can get something more, specific to your question or situation, okay? All right, so I'm using the decks, tarot decks of the House of Night, Wisdom of the House of Night. I'm using the Tattoo Tarot. We're going to be doing a Celtic cross for your messages here, and then we're also going to have the angel answers for any kind of inspirational message, okay? All right, hopefully this is finding you abundant, happy, and prosperous. Again, Virgo, we're fixing to get started with your message, okay? All right, here we go. All right, so we have cleansed the cards. I'm going to go ahead and use the singing bowl to cleanse the energies in myself and also in the room, okay? Here we go. All right, thank you so much, Virgo. All right, so here we go. We're going to get started with your message. This is going to be the overall message for your reading for the 1st to 15th, Virgo. What is the main general message that we need to know, the overall message for the reading for Virgo from the 1st to the 15th? Please give us that overall message that we need to hear. All right, so I have the love. Love is the message, okay? So love is the overall message of the reading for Virgo. So if this resonates with your career, keep this in mind, love is the message, but we will see what happens because this is a general for the 1st to the 15th, but the main message overall is love. So it's gearing more to love, it seems like. Maybe you're loving your career, maybe love in a relationship. Let's get the messages and find out, okay? So Virgo, what is the main message or issue that we need to know about love for the 1st to the 15th of January? Okay, so I have some cards that hit the deck here. I'm going to pull them up, okay? So the main message that I have is the Tower in reverse, the 7 of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Fool card in reverse, and I have the 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay, so what is the message for the future message for the 6 weeks to 6 months from the January date of January 1st to the 15th for Virgo? The future message. I have the Page of Swords. The present energies is the Chariot in reverse. I have the external influence card, external influence that's helping or assisting with the Chariot. I have the 4 of Pentacles, the Hopes and Fears. I have the Justice card, and the outcome. The outcome for Virgo from the 1st to the 15th, please. Divine Spirit and Guides, I have the Judgment in reverse. Wow. Okay, so we're going to clarify as needed for this, okay? So the main card is that there has been a leveling of your foundation recently, okay? So you're coming out of a time that the Tower card in the upright could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. Doesn't have to be. So if you're dealing with a Scorpio, it could be falling out with a Scorpio. If this is a career situation, then it could be that you're coming out of a loss of a leveling of your foundation from your career. Maybe you lost a job, but the Tower is in reverse now, okay? So that means that you're coming out of a leveling of your foundation. You're coming out of it. You're getting over it. The Tower has happened, and now you're releasing yourself because of basically that Tower event, okay? What's crossing you is you're holding your own. You have the Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy here. So you're holding your own. You're standing your ground after that leveling of your foundation, landing on your feet, and so basically you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but you have been recently come out of a Tower event, and you are now, you're still standing your ground, holding your own, and in your recent past, in January, We have the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. In the upright, Ace of Wands is all about a new divine beginning being gifted to you. But yours in the recent past shows that there has been no opportunity of a divine action, passion, and energy because you have just recently had a towering event that either you haven't learned from the tower event, you are standing, you're being obstinate and have your defenses up and not willing to take that leveling of your foundation in consideration. We will get some clarification. You're not taking a leap of faith. You could be dealing with an Aries in the immediate future in January from the 1st to the 15th, Virgo. The Fool is the Aries card, so you could be dealing with the Aries. Not necessarily. It just means the message of taking a leap of faith, but you're not taking a leap of faith. So what it looks like here so far is that there has been a tower event. There's a leveling of your foundation in a relationship, a breakup, or a career separation. You're standing your ground, being defensive. You've got your defenses up, so you're not willing to let that leveling of the foundation take place, learn from it. You're not taking a leap of faith. In your distant past, I have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups in the upright is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. It's all about happily ever after, happy life, happy home, okay? If yours is in reverse, your distant past messages, remember what it's like to not have what it is that you desire, not having the happily ever after. It's a struggle and you got to work for it, okay? Your future shows you do have the Page of Swords. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So Virgo, you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but what it is watching somebody watching you. Now with the leveling of a foundation, if it's a breakup, maybe you're in the shadows, still watching this person on social media or asking friends about this person, or vice versa. The other person is watching you. And it's about being on the sidelines, feeling like you're unable to communicate with somebody because you don't know what else to say, okay? So you're standing on the sidelines in the future just watching. Your present energies is a lack of movement, okay? So either you're dealing in the January 1st to the 15th, Virgo, with the Cancer, okay, because the Chariot is specific to a Cancer, but if you're not dealing with the Cancer, then the Chariot in the upright is all about movement, dominating, conquering, making stuff happen. If it's in the reverse, Virgo, it means you're stuck. It means you have a block, okay? You're not moving forward, you're not going anywhere, okay? You're just stuck in the same situation, and so there's a lack of movement, okay? That's what it says here for your present energies. What is stalling you and what is your external energies is that you have the Four of Pentacles, so you could be dealing with Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, which we are Virgo, so this could be us pulling that energy, okay? Or you could be dealing with another Virgo. But basically, we're stuck in our old Four of Coins, okay? So the Four of Coins is about fearing loss, okay? So you don't want to make any changes. You don't want to take a leap of faith. You don't want to move on because you fear losing more than what you've already lost, okay? But sometimes we have to realize that you have to lose in order to gain something better, okay? So the reason why you're stuck, the reason why there's a lack of movement, Virgo, is because you're clinging to old habits, old thinking patterns. You got your defenses up. You're not taking the experience of the leveling of your foundation to heart. You're not learning from the experience, so there's no divine opportunity for action, passion, and energy divinely being gifted. That you're not taking a leap of faith, so there's no movement, okay? Because you're stuck in your old habits, okay? You're hoping for equality. You're hoping for equal reciprocity. You're hoping for something, justice to, if you're in a legal battle or there's something that you feel that has been done to you unjustly in that foundation leveling, your career or your relationship, you're hoping that you can have justice. You're hoping for equality, equal reciprocity. You're hoping that the scales get balanced, okay? That's your hope. We'll clarify. Your outcome, though, judgment in the upright is about reconciliation, being called to a higher path, things going in your favor and being judged in your favor. Judgment in reverse means that you have no higher calling, you have no chances of reconciliation, and you have no chance of things being judged in your favor. And it's probably because you are stuck. The leveling of the foundation has happened, but you're not willing to you've got your defenses up. You're not willing to learn from the event. Why did this tower happen? Why did the leveling of the foundation happen in a relationship or a career? Why did that happen? You have to take it. You have to look back on it, and you have to say, okay, what could I have done differently? What happened here? Okay, but you have to let the level of the foundationing happen, and then you have to close that chapter out, and then you would be able to get that new divine beginning of action, passion, energy. Then you would take the leap of faith, but you're not willing to. You got your defenses up, and you're clinging to everything that you hold dear for fear of loss, and so you're stuck. There's no forward movement, okay? And you can't achieve a happily ever after unless you put yourself out there. you take a leap of faith and put yourself out there and learn from the leveling of the foundation, Virgo. Okay, so we're being stubborn. I'm a Virgo sun, so this is pertaining to me too. I can't build something better. I can't expect forward movement if I'm not willing to learn from the events that happen, okay? So when I clarify the tower, I have the anxiety in reverse, the Nine of Swords. So whatever it is that was anxiety in a relationship or career is no longer bringing anxiety. But it also is not opening you up with the King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So you could have been dealing with a Scorpio, you could have been dealing with a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, because these are the energies I have, okay? Doesn't have to be. It could be that the leveling of your foundation, you have not allowed it to break you down so that you can rebuild something better. You have brought yourself out of anxiety because of that leveling of the foundation. That happened, so now you have no longer have anxiety being brought to you. But then, of course, you're not open to any kind of emotional fulfillment either, because you've got your defenses up, is what the crossing card says. You've got your defenses up. So here we go. The leveling of your foundation has allowed and set you free from anxieties from the external events, but you're not open to any new emotional fulfillment. You're not open to any kind of new prosperity in a career or relationship because you got your defenses up. You know, you got your defenses up. So you haven't learned your lesson. You're still going through the motions here, but you're not opening up, and you've got your defenses up saying, nope, I'm going to stand my ground and being stubborn, basically, okay, is what I'm getting here. Let me get a clarification for the Seven of Wands, please. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So it could be anybody. All energies are on the board, okay? The clarification I have is okay, so the reason why you're standing your ground and unwilling to move on and learn the lesson that leveling of the foundation has done is because you feel like there's a lack of opportunities and options, okay? So you feel like there's nowhere to go. There's no prospects for you to move on to, so you're standing your ground saying, no, I still don't understand this, okay? The Seven of Cups in the upright is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Could be dealing with the Leo, Sagittarius, or Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But what this message is that you got your defenses up until opportunities and options are available to you. But you don't have any options or opportunities is what you feel. So that's why you're standing your ground and being stubborn and not allowing this leveling of your foundation to take place, to build you up and to learn from the karmic lesson, okay? The Ace of Wands in reverse, let us clarify that for Virgo. Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, so I have the Eight of Swords, so Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Okay, so in your recent past, you have no divine opportunities of a beginning, of action, passion, energy, okay? Because remember, you've got your defenses up, you're not willing to accept anything, you don't feel like you have any options or opportunities, so you kind of got your defenses up and not taking and rolling with that leveling of your tower, okay? Leveling your foundation, okay? So now we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, okay? So now you're not all up in your head. You realize that leveling of your foundation has happened, so that has released you from the anxiety of the relationship or released you from the anxieties of that career where it wasn't working for you. But still, there's no divine opportunities of beginnings because you're stuck. You're stuck with having your defenses up and not taking that leap of faith that we have in the future, okay? So the immediate future for Virgo, please. What is the immediate future for Virgo? Why is the Fool in reverse for January 1st through the 15th? I have the King of Swords in reverse, okay? So you're thinking with emotions, Virgo. You're not thinking with your intellect, okay? So the King of Swords is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. Could be dealing with an Aries or a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, however that resonates. So if this career or leveling of your foundation was in a relationship or career, you're not thinking logically. You're not thinking factual. You're using emotions and you're being emotionally driven. That's why you're being defensive about it, saying no, no, no. There's no opportunities or options is what you feel. So you're not willing to take a leap of faith, and you're not using your logic and intellect. You're just using emotions. You're basing all this on emotions, okay? All right, let's clarify the happily ever after. The Ten of Cups, please. What is the Ten of Cups for Virgo, please, for the distant past message that will help them for their present and future messages? I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so in the distant past, you had to remember that the lack of prosperity, the lack of a happily ever after, the lack of an offer of long-term stability and permanency is not going to come as long as you are not open to it, as long as you are not, utilizing and getting your defenses down and learning from mistakes, so learning from relationship mistakes, learning from career mistakes, until you actually learn and put your defenses down and allow the leveling of the foundation to take place and learn from it and move on and build yourself up. You're still going to be stuck in that, holding on and clinging on to your old habits and your old thinking patterns, and, not using logic and facts to, realize that relationship or that career is over and there's nothing bringing it back. That leveling of the foundation has happened. Okay. So if you want an offer of prosperity, stability, and permanency, if you want that happily ever after, you're going to have to start thinking with the facts and logic instead of the emotion. Okay. Instead of being ruled by fear and clinging to things that no longer serve you. Okay. So in the future message with the Page of Swords, what does that mean for Virgo? The Page of Swords, I have the World card in reverse. Okay, so but basically what that means is the reason why you're stuck on the sidelines, it could be with the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or any energies. We have them all on the board. The reason why you're stuck on the sidelines and you want to communicate with this person that you're watching, if it's a career or if it's a relationship that you've lost, you're sitting on the sidelines wanting to communicate but not knowing what else to say, but not willing to let this end. Okay, the World card in reverse means unfinished business, not willing to let that karmic lesson close, not willing to accept the ending, and unfinished business is what you feel like stuck on the side ride. You're not willing to let things go, let that leveling of the foundation start a new chapter. So that's why there's no new divine beginning, no opportunity for prosperity and abundance until you actually accept that the ending is had, and let that World card of completion be in the upright. Okay. So what is the Chariot for the present energies for Virgo in January 1st through the 15th? I have the card of the Knight of Cups, okay? So you are in the motion of being stuck, okay? You're in the motion of being stuck and no movement because of this defensiveness that you have up and hanging and clinging on to your old habits and patterns, okay? But you are wanting an offer of Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy of emotional fulfillment, okay? A lack of movement, but wanting the, an offer to come with emotional fulfillment, but clinging to the external energies of clinging to a fear of loss, okay? You're not going to gain anything if you're stuck. You're not going to gain any offers of emotional fulfillment if you don't allow the closure and the completion of the World card. You're stuck in your old mode, okay? So that's what that means. You're waiting for an offer, but there's no offer, no movement that's going to happen. If you're closed, if you're emotionally closed, then you haven't accepted what happened here. Okay, you're hoping for justice. Let's go ahead and clarify justice for Virgo. You're hoping for justice and you're hoping for total emotional fulfillment. That is what you're hoping for. But again, Virgo, in order to have this, if you're trying to get with a Libra or a Leo, in order to have this hope come true, you're going to have to accept that things need to end. You need to take what you've learned from the lesson and use your facts and logic and take leap of faith in order for new beginnings to be offered to you. Until then, you're going to be stuck with no movement, okay? And then also with the outcome and judgment in reverse for Virgo, I have the Strength card. You need strength, okay? Unless you're dealing with a Leo, the outcome is that judgment is not going to be in your favor until you take the strength that you need to learn from what has happened, the towering of the tower moment, learn from the tower moment, accept the tower moment, let things end, and use facts and logic to take the leap of faith, okay? And then you can turn this around, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. All right, so it's all about loving yourself and accepting that sometimes things don't happen the way we want to, whether it's in a relationship or whether it's a career, but not being in denial about a leveling of the foundation has taken place. That we have to accept if a relationship breaks down or a career breaks down, we have no control over that, okay? That's something that we have to lay our defenses down, accept it, be accepting of it, love ourselves enough to want to better the situation, have strength to overcome it so that we can have judgment in our favor. So we can have that hope of justice in the sun, okay? So I'm going to pull a empowerment card to see what we can do, an angel answer, okay? To see what kind of messages the angels have for us for Virgo from the 1st through the 15th, okay? It looks like we're being stubborn, Virgos, but you know, we can be that way. So I'm a Virgo sun, so I'm taking the message too of letting the foundation fall. Some things just don't work out, but we just have to accept it, okay? And love ourselves enough to have the strength to get through it, learn from it, accept the closing and the completing of a karmic cycle instead of denying it, okay? We have to come to compromise, okay? So the message is compromise. You know, it's okay to compromise and accept things that we have no control over. And learn from them. If we compromise, then we become the better part of it, okay? Because when we compromise, we accept the things that we cannot change, we cannot control, and we use what we have left. We use our logic and facts to pick ourselves up, open ourselves to new leap of faith, and new divine opportunities will present themselves as long as we aren't stuck in that mode, as long as we're not stuck in that mode of no, nothing is going to happen, as long as we're clinging to our old habits and not willing to accept the constructive feedback that the universe is giving us with that leveling of the foundation. We're in denial about, you know, standing our ground with the 7 of Wands and holding our own when there's nothing left to hold, okay? All right, Virgo, well, much love to you. Happy holidays again. Happy New Year if you're watching this after the New Year. It's from the 1st to the 15th for January. And till we read again, take care.